In this video, we will discuss Amazon ECS, ECR and Fargate. Amazon Elastic Container Service or ECS is a fully managed container orchestration service that allows you to run and manage Docker containers on scalable AWS infrastructures. It eliminates the need for manual cluster management, unlike Kubernetes, which needs setup, and simplify deploying and scaling containerized apps. Key points to remember in ECS services: allows running containers on either EC2 instance or Fargate, which is serverless computer. Manages task scheduling, service discovery, scaling, load balancing, and monitoring. Integrated with AWS networking, VPS, IAM policies, CloudWatch, and auto scaling. Supports batch jobs, web services, microservices, and more. Amazon Elastic Container Registry (ECR) is a fully managed container image registry that allows you to store and manage and retrieve Docker images securely. You push your built images to ECR and pull them into ECS Fargate when deploying your application. It supports private repositories and image versioning, seamless integration with ECS, EKS, and code pipeline and other CI/CD tools. Supports vulnerability scanning for Docker images. Scalable storage and secure access using IAM policy. Typical workflow is build image locally, tag image, push to ECR, ECS pulls from ECR, then run container. AWS Fargate. It's a serverless compute engine for containers provided by AWS itself. Instead of managing EC2 instances to run your container, Fargate automatically provisions and scales the infrastructure behind the scenes. No EC2 provision required. AWS handles all the computing. You only specify the CPU, memory, and networking and IAM roles you need. Automatically scales containers based on resource demand. Works with ECS and also with Amazon Kubernetes. Use cases: simplifies containerized deployments when you don't want to worry about servers or clusters. This is the typical architecture of the ECS. So we have ECS services in availability zones, we can see here, and these are also the ECS services which are front end by application load balancer, which are front end by Amazon Route 53 and Amazon CloudFront. When client requests an information, this goes all the path to application load balancer, then application load balancer requests ECS services requests from virtual private cloud endpoints, and then access S3 bucket. So AWS KMS is key management system. This is AWS ECR, cross region replication CRRs. So whatever is stored here, it will be replicated here. That is called CRR. And this is global table, that's in DynamoDB. We will discuss when we go to Dynamo DBs. That's it. ECS deployment types. EC2 launch type: you manually provision and manage EC2 instances in a cluster. Fargate launch type: no servers to manage, AWS runs the container serverlessly. Deployment strategies in ECS usually include a rolling update, gradually replaces running task with new ones. Blue or green deployment creates a separate environment and swaps traffic after validation. Canary release slowly rolls out a new version to a small percentage of users before full deployment. Lifecycle overview of the ECS. ECS task and service lifecycle: register a task definition, run a task or service. ECS monitor container health, restarts if needed, and scales based on traffic. Build, tag, push to ECR, pull for deployment, and scan for vulnerabilities. Various Fargate lifecycle is: ECS schedules the task, Fargate provisions compute, containers run, automatic scaling and automatic shutdown. Common architecture flow: developer builds app and container containerizes it, push the Docker images to ECR, create ECS task definition using the ECR image, deploy the task to ECS using Fargate or EC2. AWS automatically provisions the networking, load balancing, and security. CloudMarch monitors metrics and logs. Practical uses: running microservices APIs without managing infrastructure, building pipelines with automated container deployments, processing data in parallel using ECS scheduled tasks, and quickly deploying test or staging environments. Summary of the ECS or ECR and Fargate work together seamlessly to provide a complete automated container platform. ECR, where your container images lives. ECS, the orchestration or the architecture that runs and manages those containers like ECRs. And Fargate, the serverless engine that runs your containers without needing servers. Thank you. We'll meet